the Bears and the Raiders. Next on...
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks led to the loss. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Here's Fields. And his throw here's incomplete. Darnell Mooney the target there. And it'll bring up third down. You look at this Raiders defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go, Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Herbert. A gain of 3, second down. The Bears at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a mark partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 14 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Now Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carter. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Mayer, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Fields now to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And Mooney going to have a Bears 1st down as he's up to the 45. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago 1st. Throwing again is Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here we go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. A gain of 32 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From the gun, here's Fields. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Here we go.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inch. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just...
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Garoppolo on first down. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw is Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Edwards in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Touchdown Raiders! Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On first down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Here we go. Go.
Fields throwing again. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Now it's Fields. Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. Touchdown Bears! DJ Moore, 31 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Garoppolo. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Garoppolo now. A short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunette, those are Washington, 22 straight completions to start the game. This guy's on fire.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now Garoppolo lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Big Ndamukong Suh, one of the league's best for a long time, getting a sack there. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Fields. Dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 28. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action, Garoppolo. The open man here, Renfro. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21, 21.
They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Jacobs. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So we're back to even after the short field goal. CD, you like the decision to kick it there?
Well, I'm glad you asked me if I like it and didn't ask me if I love it, because I'm not even sure I like it, but I do get it. First job on this drive, tie the game. They did that. But now they've got to put a challenge to their offense and say, can't settle for 3 anymore, guys. We've got to get the ball in the end zone from here on out.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
Here we go.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Fields. Shoves him aside. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Steps away to his left.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Back To throw, Fields. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Forced out to his left. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To throw is Fields. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3. And here we go on 4th down. Fields rolling to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Forgot about one last check. Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. They'll run here with Herbert. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. 2nd down, goal to go. Foreman. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work, get the hole hard, and finish in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. So Garoppolo and the Raiders now down 24-17. A minute 16 remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo to throw. He has Mayer complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now 2nd and 4. And his throw is going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
To throw is Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Connecting with Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. He'll get that one to Carter complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Here comes 2nd down at 5. They'll look to throw. Hitting Mayer here on the out route. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his own. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation, move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Chicago, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to...
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my feng shui. Now it's like work for 10K off, cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hop straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I